Don Chow, Sawadee, how are you doing? True Blue Tie here from Thailand, hope you're doing well. It is one Sao here in Thailand, which is Friday, and yeah, it's a lovely sunny day, so the sun's out, and still a bit of rain yesterday, again used to rain, we've had rain near enough every day, but I think we're going to be okay for the next 3 days. I believe next week it's going to, the rain's back again. But again, it's supposed to be, the rain's supposed to be finished, and we're in the high season, which is the season I don't like. Too many foreigners, but yeah, acting stupidly. And but yeah, it's nice to have the heat back, etc. But I'm suffering again. This morning it was about 25 degrees, and for instance the fan's on, and of course it gets cold. It gets in my nose, and I wake up in the morning every morning. But I do. I don't get colds. I don't get sick, full stop. Never really been a sick person to get sick. And the entire time in Thailand, about 5 years in Thailand, the only thing I've had basically was a bit of food poisoning, but that was neither here or there. And yeah, twisted ankle because of running, calf muscle because of running, oh yeah, and jellyfish on my leg. But apart from that, had a bit of a cold January a couple of years ago. Lasted about a couple of days, and then I've had another cold, but again lasted a couple of days, and that's it. Otherwise, that's all I've had in 5 years, so which is not too bad. My belly may not be big and small and maybe muscly and blah blah blah, or do whatever it is, but I'm very proud of it because it doesn't get ill. So, for instance, and when you listen to all these illnesses around the world and all these people who've got whatever they've got, etc., you think, oh my God, how lucky you are. Anyway, guys, let's move on. So, welcome back to the channel. It's True Blue Tie here from Thailand, talking everything Manchester City, ladies, men, under EDS, under 18s, God knows whatever I've got. Don't do as much as I should for the under 18s EDS, but again, but if anything relevant comes along, I'll say. Anyway, so, but get the old time going. Come on. Anyway, so what have we got to talk about today? Well, it's all about the international break, as we've got 19 of our players on international duty. 19. So yeah, more than any other team. Anyway, so and it's the good news is, again, the good news is that nobody's come off injuries. I haven't heard of any injuries so far. So let's praise Buddha, for instance. That's we don't have any injuries, any more injuries coming up. But the big one was Nico O'Reilly, for instance, who started for England. His main debut, played the full 90 minutes. Really, they had an impressive debut, by the looks of it. So I'll get his stats up. So there we are. Where Nico O'Reilly? Where are you? I have my stats already, and there we go. First, Phil Foden's and Nico O'Reilly. Okay, so we had 64, played full 90 minutes, played 64 touches, 41 accurate passes, 91 passing accuracy, 5 recoveries, 5 passes into the final third, 3 touches in the opposition box, 2 aerial duels won, 1 tackle, 1 clearance, 1 interception, 1 chance created, 1 ground duel, 1 headed clearance. And also, for instance, he was the one who actually put the ball in the back into the Serbian penalty area, which go to be deflected to Saka, and Saka put in the back of the net for the first goal. So yeah, he I believe he had a pretty damn good debut, according to Thomas Tuchel, who singled him out, and he also said he's a quiet man, but he's a very reflective, smart, intelligent man. So, for instance, we got a very, very high praise from Thomas Tuchel. And I was watching the highlights of the game. I really don't watch England, and so yeah. And for instance, it seems it looked like England of old. Looked like England. Sorry, how he plays for Manchester City, not England from old. What am I talking about? Anyway, he looks the way he played for Manchester City. So yeah, and so Phil Foden also came on as well. His stats was played 25 minutes, 1 assist, 19 touches, 10 accuracy passes, 100% passing accuracy, 100% long ball accuracy, 3 chances created most, 3 touches in the opposition box, 2 ground duels won, 1 tackle, 1 recovery tackle, and 1 pass in the final third. Okay, also again, like Nico O'Reilly, passed to Eze, and Eze put the ball on the back of the net to make it 2-0. So both basically, you could say, both created chances were created by Man City players. So anyway, so let's go and have a quick chat. Nico O'Reilly enjoyed an impressive England debut in the 2-0 win over Serbia. The City left back was named of the start 11 by Thomas Tuchel, and the 20-year-old didn't disappoint. Full of energy and athleticism, O'Reilly was constant a threat down the left flank, and it was from his first half clearance shot Saka gave World Cup bound 3 lines the lead on the 28th minute. Not long after that, overlapping Nico O'Reilly came close to scoring himself on a low cross which was deflected outside the post. John Stones also played, for instance, again 90 minutes by the look of it, and no injuries, yay. John showed a typical classic display in central defence with the Blues fans' favourite, earning his number 86 cap for the country. Both City defenders played full 90 minutes, but Phil Foden was introduced for Harry Kane on the 65th minute to win his 46th cap, replacing the England skipper, slotting in the number 9 role. Foden capped a bright Cario by assisting Andree in the late seconds of the 90th minute. After the game, Foden said it was amazing to be back with these great players. I thought I did well, created a few chances, and I was unlucky not to put a few away. I'm happy to play wherever the coach wants me to play, and maybe playing the false 9 will get the best out of me. Only time will tell. Overall, it was a great team performance. There was a lot of quality players all over the pitch, and pressure on everyone to play for their clubs. My smile is definitely back. Yes, and that's what we heard as well. So on people that's what Thomas Tuchel said. Smile is back. James Trafford was an unused sub on the night. Ryan Cherki. Going to other players, Ryan Cherki was handed a central attacking midfield role for France against Ukraine, earning his third cap for Les Blues. The City star made a solid contribution before being replaced in the 68th minute with a scoring of 1-0 to killing Mbappé's penalty on the 58th minute. Michael Olise also added a 72nd minute. Magpie scored his second on the 83rd, and Hugo Ekiti was also on target to complete a 4-0 win and confirmed France's spot in the next summer's World Cup in the USA. It was a miserable evening for City in Portugal trio, though. Ireland beat Portugal. Portugal were beaten by the Republic of Ireland, Dublin, with AK Alkmaar's Troy Parrott scoring both goals. Both Blue skipper Bernardo Ruben Diaz both started with Martinez on the bench of the game, and it was a game that saw Cristiano Ronaldo shows a straight red card. I've just passed in the hour. I didn't know that. Okay. Bernardo's evening on the 63rd was replaced by Francisco Trascoro. The 10 men couldn't find their way back into the game with Group F with one game remaining. Surprisingly, Gidio Donnarumma was unused sub for Italy against Moldova. Nice, don't mind. And the Andorran left it wait with Gianluca Massini and Paolo Esposito scoring in the dire moments of the game and score a 2-0 win and dramatically denying Norway's seemingly inevitable World Cup qualifications until at least Sunday showdown in Milan. Norway won 4-1, was it? What's it called? Haaland scored 2 goals, and they should have got through, but unfortunately that result etc means they've got to wait until the weekend. Finally, Riding Nori booked a useful 62nd minute under his belt as Algeria beat Zimbabwe 3-1 in a friendly at the Prince Abdulaziz Al Faisal Sports City Stadium in Saudi Arabia. The left back made his way back to full match fitness by replacing Medvedev just past the hour, by which time the Algerians already had 3 goals up. Thanks to goals from anyway, so by the looks of it, but the thing is with Ryan Ignore, I didn't mind him playing because again he needs his fitness back up, so so really happy. So let's have a little bit more details about that. So Phil Foden, Erling Haaland, he scored 2 goals again. I'm flicking through things, so guys, just keep up if you don't mind. Erling Haaland, Estonia, he scored 2 goals, 18 touches, 8 accurate passes, 80% passing accuracy, 100 shots accuracy, 7 touches in the opposite box, 3 duels, 1 3 recoveries, 3 shots on targets, 1 chance created for the Braut Haaland. So well done to him. Just moving on, Omar Mouche and Jalian El Garba, very pretty lady, announced their engagement, so congratulations to you two. Yeah, during the review, he was on the bench for Donna, which is not bad. I don't mind when the players are on the bench. If the players have been out for a while, etc., I don't mind them being on the playing. But if, for instance, the likes of John Stones, Erling Haaland, etc., for instance, I was, Ruben Dias and okay, so we started that. John Stones, yep, know about that. Okay, so good. Any news? Yeah, there was other news. Oscar Bob also started for Norway against Estonia, and he didn't get criticised by the the manager like he did previously, Oscar Bob. So I hope he had a good at least get some stats for him to find out how he did. Scott Carson has been in an interview. I saw this interview as well. So it looks like the City players have settled in now, and they look like they're getting back to Man City of the Man City of old, back to, and I think it's only bad news for the rest of the Premier League. There's been a lot of changes with staff and coaches, new players, and probably a lot of players that were fundamental in a lot of success over the last few years, having moved on. I think the situation there is definitely going to be a good season. So we had this interview with Sky Sports. It was good. But it's true, sometimes you need a good clear out, not only the players, for instance, who've been there for a while, etc., maybe not cutting as much, the unks, as many people call them, but again, the good players, but you've got to be careful what you do, and you need that balance in the squad, old and young, and experienced and non-experienced. But it's always bringing back to Arsenal, because everybody talks about Arsenal. The difference between Arsenal and Man City right now is that Man City have got a lot of players who have done it, who won the Premier League title, right? Who've won FA Cups and League Cups and blah blah blah, and Champions Leagues, where Arsenal don't. They really don't. You've got Rice, who probably won the European UEFA thing, etc. But you can go through Arsenal squad, and they're not actually covered with Premier League winners. So, and this is it. And it's all about mentality. And it's all right. Say that they're a good team, the best team, and blah blah blah. And on FIFA, on paper, they should be beating Man City to win the Premier League. But again, it's all about mentality. It's all about and winning. And they're getting the season's long ass and turning up every game. You can't just do it in front of your fans, in front of when you think it's going to be. You've got to turn up every game and have the mentality. And that's mega important. That's what a lot of Arsenal players don't, where a lot of Man City players do. Phil Foden is, how many Premier Leagues he won. You got that when we're bringing in the likes of Donna, who's a Champions League winner, in the League One, French League winner. Plus, you look at Ruben Dias, Josko Guardiola, for instance. You could go through the entire Man City team. Erling Haaland, Erling Braut Haaland. You're looking at. Bernardo Silva, captain, also, but Rodri, you can. So many Man City players now are still playing at Man City. John Stones, Nathan Ake, and all have won the Premier League. So, for instance, compared to what Arsenal have, and it's a lot of that is also part of it. Football is not just one thing. It's not just having the best players. It's about having good coaches, have a good team, a team ethic, a team. people talk about Erling Haaland. Oh, he's Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland wouldn't be doing what he's doing if it wasn't for the team, you know. And so, for instance, all these media, blah 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 blah, you know. I mean, Erling Haaland wouldn't be scoring all the goals if it wasn't for the fact he gets assists and he creates assists himself. The team. And the back, you know, and bringing these new coaches, Pep and Pep, etc. It's just, it's really paying off, you know. Anyway, let's move on. Edison, he says, I've eight wonderful years wearing Man City's shirt, and I won 18 trophies, but I need some fresh air. All cycles must come to an end. Players come and go, and my club, and the club also stayed. Yeah. So for instance, so he's basically saying, you know, he's kind of, you know, he needed a fresh challenge, which is fine, and no problem with that. You know, as long as he doesn't feel like he's, because I know, for instance, he was not happy about, you know, in the loud cheer when Stefan Ortega came on for the Wales to go when they got win the 4th title, because they feel like Stefan Ortega won the Premier League title for us, but which is not true, you know. And so he needed his flowers. He needed an arm round. He needs to get paid better. I thought Man City underpaid him so much. Edison really was. Erling Haaland. When I look at the Norwegian flag, I think the community is everything stand for. It's a very big time. I have the flag on my chest. The generations, which is fantastic. Many players at their peak. Many young players will be at their best in five years. Many who are on the way up now feel that we've cracked the code. Yeah, so what's go there? Just one game away from qualifying for their first ever World Cup. So congratulations to Norway. Very happy. I lived over there in Scandinavia for 10 years, so really happy in Norway. Loved going to Norway. Went skiing and all kinds of stuff. I even tried ski jumping. I even tried it. I tried it. My God, it's scary. I'll tell you right now. Toboggan, did all kinds of stuff. Skiing, I never thought I could ski. Not a great skier, you know, when you start a little kid this big, you know, like, you know, I never move on. Okay, so Tiana Reinders, it's great. It's great. The Premier League, I enjoy it every day at Man City. There's a lot to consider in training, how we prepare tactically. That was the coach's decision to be dropped by Liverpool. It was a very long season, and if you look at our squad, anyone could come in into the starting lineup. I've been spoiled a bit these past few years. The part of being a club like this is sometimes you end up on the bench. Positive attitude. Just because you're on the bench, you know, you want to be playing, of course, but sometimes you're not always going to play because of this competition. And you know, good positive attitude there by Reinders. Really good. Happy birthday to Mika Hamilton. He's 22 years old. That's about it. That's about it really. There's been a chat by because they're leading up to the City Salford derby on Saturday. So, for instance, the Champions League, the Rags, they beat 2-1 against PSG. Chelsea won 6-0 and Arsenal, was it 3-2? I'm not sure on that one. But Andree Yegelitz has had a chat as well. I said, I want to do a Man City United what's it called, full preview. It's going to be a difficult game, really is. But I'm just going to go through a few things here, and then we'll wrap up, etc. Because again, but I want to find out more information about, you know, and listen to Andree and see what he's had to say. But he's confirmed that Grace Clinton, Laura Hemp, Rebecca Canap and Lindsay Loham are once again in all condition defeat against Saturday against the Rags. German international Canuck started a 2-1 win over Everton last weekend after recovery from a knee injury. While Clinton, Hemp and Loham also featured for the bench at Goodison Park. Significant boost for City, for instance, and the game's going to take place on Saturday the 15th of November at 3:30 UK time. So City go into the WSL lead on top of the league with United 2 places and 4 points behind. And if you beat United, etc., that'd be 7 points behind. United. And they're a good damn team. So I've got to give them credit. What's it called? Even though I don't want to. And our head coach says his healthier option from the bench allows him to adapt and assess what the team needs across the 90 minutes. And but I'll go more into that, etc. As for instance, you can stand me and I can stop sneezing and sniffing, but I'll do a bit more of the United preview. So, for instance, the City Salford derby, for instance, later on. But other than that, for instance, so another more games today, for instance, over the next couple of days for international games. I'll probably see highlights of God knows what, of anything interesting. But again, for instance, I'm just focusing on hopefully the players not come back injured in any way whatsoever. But they seem to be all happy and jolly, and they're doing what they're doing, etc. For instance, and and we're building up to the Newcastle game on the 23rd, I think. But other than that, for instance, things are looking good for City on and off the pitch. So, for instance, with the Euros coming to the Etihad Stadium, 5 games, including England's open up. That's a massive coup for City. So really, really happy for there. So everything's going good. So so I'm going to spend the rest of the day trying to get rid of this. So I'll be bright and cheerful and bushy-eyed tomorrow. And I'll speak to you tomorrow. So have a really good day. Like and subscribe. Tell me what you're thinking. What's on your mind? Do you watch the internationals? Are you looking forward to the game going on Sunday against City Ladies? Are you watching it? So, for instance, but it is at the Joe Stadium. I don't think it's at the Etihad. Normally these games are at the Etihad, really, but we'll see. So, for instance, but other than that, I'll what's it called? Yeah, like, subscribe, tell me what you're thinking. I'm always interested in reading to what people have had to say. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave you True Blue Tie from Thailand, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.